Good morning everyone, it's day 13 in Madagascar. I might hear some of you saying, what happened to day 12? Well, we just spent it travelling, so boat, car, plane, back to Tana. We met up with Tristan, he's our guide for the rest of this trip again. Fantastic. And then we went out for dinner with him and came back to our hotel. So we're actually in the same hotel we started this trip in, and the same room of that hotel, which is a bit bizarre, but not going to complain. We were originally meant to be doing some markets and the palace, but I think Tristan's got to know us so well, instead he suggested we go to the Lemur Park, which is like a private nature reserve here, and the local zoo. So we're going to start with the Lemur Park. There are lemurs already and we're only at the entrance. We've got some black and white ruffs climbing around. There's one running up here. Bye buddy. That's called Napoleon's hat, and those baobabs are about 20 years old. Look at the baby girl. It's like, I can climb. They are 6 years old, that baby.
50 in average.
And they're about 50. So different. This is an introduction facility when they trade lemurs with other parks, so they can gradually introduce them to the existing lemurs. Oh, it's a spiny-tailed iguana.
Yeah, and it's easy to recognize the sex. You just look on the neck. If it's one black like this, that's the male. A double for female.
Oh.
Okay.
He just, I think it's because there was a ringtail stood there. He's like, no, no, no. This is our boundary. This is scent marking. So that was Lemurs Park. There was one bit at the very beginning where I had minor concerns. I always say that anywhere that's keeping animals needs to be able to justify it, and I found out all lemurs here are imported from other parts of Madagascar. But I quickly was reassured on the fact that they only have a small amount of space, and every time new troops come into existence, they make new family groups. They then pair up different individuals, say from the same species, to create a new group and re-release it in a protected environment in the national parks or other areas where they're safe from human settlements. And you know, some species of lemur here are still eaten, so to keep them as safe as possible. We were told they recently released a group of sificas back into the wild, so very good work. I've just also been informed that they find any lemurs that have been caught from poaching with us for pet trade or anything like that. If they can get their hands on them, they bring them back here, do their best to rehabilitate them to a state where they can be re-released into the wild, and then re-release them. One of the rules here, which is very good, is humans aren't allowed to touch them. They prevent the lemurs touching humans. It's all very separate and hands off, so they don't get too used to human interactions. You can get quite close, but even when you're in the national parks, you can get quite close to them. They're quite brave and not that scared of humans. Obviously, I came here years ago, and one of the places we went to was a similar private situation. They're encouraging the lemurs to climb on you and things, and that obviously isn't good if you're then planning to re-release them. You don't want to be too interested in humans. You know, when you walk up to them here, they do walk away from you. They don't want you to get too close. You know, the lemurs themselves walk away, and that's kind of the boundary you want. That's what they're like in the wild. Another thing our guide said was because of the small size of this environment, there's not actually enough natural food on site for them all to eat, so they do supplement it with natural foods that are imported from natural habitats to help them. They've got little feeding stations and things, but nothing that would make it impossible for them to fend for themselves in the wild. So there's nothing majorly artificial. So they've taken into everything they need to consider, they've taken it into account. One thing I learned here was pine trees are all imported from Europe, and they're used for building and construction work in the country. They're doing their best to try and kill them off in this area, because in the dry season lemurs will eat them, and it's really bad for them. But some locals really like them because they're used as building material. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, they're doing good work, and I'm actually really impressed, and I wish them the best of luck in keeping this going. Our guide at the end was telling me, you know, it's important, you know, deforestation, hunting of them and things, they're not doing well, lemurs. And so as long as we can keep replanting forests in places and change local attitudes, you know, stop eating them and things, there's a chance we can fix this and save these species, and that's what we need to do. But yeah, I think we're going to be heading off in a minute and heading to the zoo.
And we end up with a little Malgazi baby.
Tristan has lent us his child.
He said we will see each other in Norwich. He's coming with us now.
We have a yellow-billed or black kite. Some kind of bird of prey. I'm afraid I can't identify it. None of the signage as of yet is in English. If I'm honest, it looks a little bit stressed out. The enclosure is not big. But I came in being told there was a lot of improvements to be made, and the improvements that have been made are much further into the park. So, I'm hoping as we go in, we'll see some nice modern enclosures.
They do have the English names for a lot of them, but like here with the golden pheasant, the spelling is a tiny bit wrong. So this is one of their new enclosures. There's no animals in it yet. It's actually quite well fitted out. I've been choosing what goes in there. Some kind of waterfowl maybe? Mickey Mouse has a cactus. The zoo also has a museum with a full elephant bird skeleton in it. It's actually been seen in one of David Attenborough's documentaries about the elephant bird. I was really looking forward to going into it. Turns out the museum's closed at weekends and this is a Saturday, so we can't go in. So I'm not sure why they close at weekends. You'd think close a weekday, not weekend, but there we go. None matter, I don't get to see the elephant bird. These are the improved lemur enclosures, so a lemur island, like what a lot of zoos are doing now. So we just finished at the zoo and Tristan's taken us to one of the high points of Tanna so we can see the sunset over the city, and some of the views on the way up have been absolutely stunning. There's a lot of spiders up there. Well, that was a busy and fun day. So yeah, the Lemur Park was amazing. They did brilliant things there. The guide was so informative. You could tell really passionate about what they do. So best of luck to them with that reasonably small site, helping out lemurs and getting back into the wild. You know, we went to the zoo. I did only show snippets of that, and we're doing a full zoo vlog. So if you want to hear me talk more in depth about the zoo and my thoughts, then please go check that out. But to sum it up, it has a lot of room for improvement, but you can see where it is currently making that improvement, and it very clearly is starting to take part in the world stage of zoos with partnerships with Darwin Wildlife Park and some zoos in Germany and stuff. So good for them. Let's hope they keep doing that. We went for dinner with our guide Tristan and his family, and we had a metre-long pizza and then a metre-long tray of just snacky bits. His family are lovely. We ended up going and playing in the playground with the kids for a little bit, pushing on the swings, the seesaws. It's been lovely meeting them. Actually, really sad that we're going tomorrow. I do hope we get to meet them all again at some point in the future, if that's we come back here, or I know Tristan wants to go to England at some point, so maybe then. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been an amazing trip. But it's not over yet. We still have tomorrow morning. And today, some strikes started happening. There's some political stuff happening here. Basically, the president's done some stuff we don't like. He applied for French citizenship, bid to be president, you're meant to be Malagasy. And he's ran for quite a while, so basically everyone's protesting it and saying he shouldn't stand again. So there were some strikes today. I actually saw something going down the street. So we're hoping tomorrow we can go to some markets and things, but obviously if people shut up and go for that protest, then good for them. It's day 14 in Madagascar and the day we go home, sadly. But we're not going to waste it. Tristan's found some activities to do today, so let's go meet him. This river stretches all the way through Tanna and heads all the way to the Mozambique Channel, right across the country. So Tristan's taken us to an absolutely huge market. It just stretches down the road, but it's Sunday, so not everything's open, so it might be a little bit easier for us to look around everything. Let's go have a look. There we go, that was the market. We only saw a little bit of it. A lot of the shops selling the similar things to each other. We've got quite a bit. I've got some photo frames, I'm going to put some Madagascar photos in it. And I've got a beautiful painting. Yeah, I think I'll go to the supermarket just to get some sweets and stuff for Tristan's kids and some chocolate for Anna.
For lunch, Tristan has taken us to a Malagasy fast food restaurant, so sort of their equivalent of McDonald's. In complete contrast to the UK, our cups do not contain cola or Sprite or anything like that, but passion fruit, like a juice. Tristan gave us presents that are made of zebu skin, and that's from where his wife works. This is the company there. It's so sweet. So Coca-Cola left Madagascar a while ago and has now come back. But in its absence, World Cola sort of took over. And there's great adverts around of Coca-Cola being like, well, we're back. And World Cola's like, you wouldn't get back with your ex though. And I think that's absolutely ace advertising. We've got a bottle of each and we're going to compare. I think we've all agreed that the World Cola is better.
Yeah. We need to do that for every country.
So last drive in Madagascar, we're going to the airport. No. That's the end of Madagascar then, guys. On the plane home now.
It's sad.
It was a nice last day. We saw the police cording off roads and things to start with, so it was limited where we could go. But good luck with those protests.
Yeah, we're following it because we hope it will go in a positive way.
Yeah, I'm very supportive of them to not have the same president. Good luck to them. Yeah, we went to that market. The market was huge. We looked around, not even a quarter of it. Did we? It's very, yeah, it's stretched of the road. But we've got a few bits, got some nice picture frames. You've got a beautiful painting.
Yeah, really beautiful.
Yeah.
They were like, it was worth doing several shops because although some of them have the same stuff, they don't all have the same stuff. So some will have stuff in common, but then when you go from a shop to another, there will be very different ones. It would be worth to do them all if you're really looking for something specific at the end of your trip that you haven't been able to get. But yeah.
Yeah, and also on that, if you certainly like, check the other shops as well. Because we saw similar paintings to Anna in other shops, and even Tristan pointed out the quality was different.
Yeah, it will give you a little bit of an idea of the price that you can actually pay, because one person told us that the Malagasy culture was to haggle. So basically, as soon as he said the price, he was like, you can haggle.
Yeah. Good for him.
It's Malagasy culture. We had a really good guide with us, Tristan, and he was helping, telling the real number to us in English so that people wouldn't understand in French. It helped us understanding what would be a good price for them in their price range, still earning a valuable, like quite a good amount of money, but not just like too much. Because also we don't want to put too much money into the system because it can make
damage the economy.
Yeah.
You want to go too much, you want to go too low, you'll be in a bit of a twat. But you don't want to go too high and mess up the economy, the local economy. And also we've had our lunch. Compared World Cola to Coca-Cola, World Cola is better as far as we're concerned.
And also, we do recommend the Magazy's Sprite Yuzu.
Lovely. That's the end of the vlog series. Thank you for joining us, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you for the next one.
We love it.
Bye.